Hello everyone, myself Dr. Sharmila Pandey, Associate Professor in School of Sciences, Sage University, Bhopal. Today I will discuss on the nomenclature of optical isomers. There are three nomenclatures used for optically active compounds. First one is DL system of nomenclature, second was in trio and erythro system of nomenclature, and the third one is RS system of nomenclature. So in the first one, that is DL system of nomenclature, this nomenclature is mainly used in sugar chemistry or optically active polyhydric carbonyl compounds. This is a relative nomenclature because all the configurations described with respect to glyceraldehydes. All sugars whose Fischer projection formula shows the OH group on the right hand side of the chiral atom belong to the D series, and similarly if OH is on the left hand side then the sugar belongs to the L series. So in this example we can see the first one, the OH is on the right hand side of the chiral carbon, so it is D. In the second one, the OH is on the left hand side of the chiral carbon, so it is L. Now, in this example, so this one will be termed as D-glyceraldehyde as OH is on the right hand side. The second one, this is L-glyceraldehyde as the OH is on the left hand side. Now, what to do if there are more than one OH and more than one chiral carbons? So, the L and D forms of the sugar depends on the orientation of the hydrogen and OH groups around the carbon atom adjacent to the terminal primary alcohol carbon. It determines whether the sugar belongs to the D or L series. So here level 3 carbon is the terminal primary alcohol carbon. So adjacent to this carbon is carbon number 2 and OH is on the left hand side of this carbon, so it will be L. In the second example, this one is the terminal primary alcohol carbon. This carbon is adjacent to it and the OH group is on the right hand side. So this is D-glycerose. In the third one, we can see the number 5 carbon is attached to the terminal primary alcohol carbon and OH is on the left side of this carbon. So this is L, and the other one, that is the fourth one, as the OH is on the right hand side of the carbon attached to the terminal primary alkyl carbon. So this compound will be named as D-glucose. So this was the DL system of nomenclature. Number 2 is the erythro and trio system of nomenclature. So this nomenclature is mainly used only in those compounds which have only 2 chiral carbons and the following structures. It can be R prime CAB CAB R double prime or R prime CAB CBC R double prime. That is, out of 6 substituent on 2 asymmetric carbons, at least one should be same in both the carbons. So when two like groups in Fischer projection formula are drawn on the same side of the vertical line, the isomer is called erythroform. If these are placed on the opposite sides of the isomer, then it is said to be trioform. So like here, this compound, first compound, both the B groups are on the same side. So this is erythro. In the second compound, both the B are on the opposite side of the vertical line. So this is trioform. Some examples are like this. Here hydrogens are on the same side, so erythro. Here hydrogens are on the different side of the vertical line, so trioform. Here the bromides are on the same side, so erythroform. Here the bromides are on the opposite side, so trioform. So that was the trio-erythro nomenclature, and the third one is RS nomenclature. The order of rearrangement of 4 groups around a chiral carbon is called the absolute configuration around that atom. System which indicates absolute configuration was given by 3 chemists, R. S. Kahn, C. K. Ingold, and V. Prelog. This system is known as R and S system or Kahn-Ingold-Prelog system, or in short CIP system. The letter R comes from the Latin rectus, means right, while S comes from the Latin sinister, means left. Any chiral carbon atoms have either an R configuration or a S configuration. Therefore, one enantiomer is R and the other is S. A racemic mixture may also be designated as RS, meaning a mixture of the two. The RS nomenclature involves mainly 2 steps. In step 1, the 4 ligands attached to the chiral center are assigned a sequence of priority according to the sequence rules. So what are the sequence rules? Rule number 1 is if all the 4 atoms directly attached to the chiral carbon atom are different, priority depends on their atomic number. The atom having highest atomic number gets the highest priority, that is 1. The group with next higher atomic number is given the next higher priority 2, and so on. The atom with the lowest atomic number is given lowest priority, that is 4. So here we can see the 4 different groups, fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine are attached to the chiral carbon. So how to give their priority? We know the increasing atomic number is iodine greater than bromine greater than chlorine greater than fluorine. So the increasing priority order will be 1 greater than 2 greater than 3 greater than 4. So we will be named I as 1, bromine as 2, chlorine as 3 and fluorine as 4. So this will be the numbering system according to their priority. So if there are isotopes, so the isotopes with higher mass receives the higher priority as shown here. And the rule number 3 is if 2 or more of the atoms directly bonded to the chiral carbon are identical, the atomic number of the next atom is used for priority assignment. So if these atoms also have identical atoms attached to them, priority is determined at the first point of difference along the chain. The atom has attached to it in the atom of higher priority gets the higher priority. So what does it mean? Here we can see this carbon atom is the chiral carbon. So here one group is iodine. So it has been given as priority number 1. But in the second position, we can see it is attached to carbon atoms. For all 3, these are attached to the carbon atoms. So we have to see the priority of this carbon with which group these carbons are attached. So we can see iodine as the highest priority, and in second, the connectivity of the other 3 carbons are 2H and Br, like here 2H and Br, 2H and C, here we can see 2 hydrogen and 1 carbon, and the third one also 2 hydrogen and 1 carbon. So we can say that the bromine has the highest atomic number amongst carbon, hydrogen and bromine, and thus CH2Br, that is this side, has highest priority among these 3 groups. So here the priority number will be 2. Now the remaining 2 carbon are still identical. That is carbon and 2 hydrogen. They are connected to the second carbon of these groups are 2 hydrogen and iodine. Here second carbon. So first carbon at a connectivity we have seen. In the second carbon we can see it is attached to 1 iodine and 2 hydrogen. But for here we can see this was the first carbon, this was the second carbon. So here we can see this is attached to 2 hydrogen and 1 carbon. So we can say that this side where it is attached to the iodine will have the priority number 3, and this side it will be given the priority number 4, that is the last priority. So first we have to order the priority and we have to name accordingly 1, 2, 3, 4. Now step 2 tells us that the molecule is then visualized so that the group of lowest priority, that is 4, is directed away from the observer. At this position, the lowest priority is at the bottom of the plane. The remaining 3 groups are in a plane facing the observer. If the eye travels clockwise as we look from the group of highest priority to the group of second and third priority, the configuration is designated R. If arrangement of groups is in anti-clockwise direction, the configuration is designated as S. So we can see 1, 2, 3 clockwise arrangement, the name will be R. Here if it is 1, 2, 3, that is anti-clockwise arrangement, the name will be S. But in this case, we have to keep in mind that the lowest priority group, that is 4, is on the bottom of the vertical line. Now, if the lowest priority group is not at the bottom of the plane, so what to do? Like in this case, we can see 1, 2 and here 3, 4. So in such cases, the Fisher projection formula of the compound is converted into another equivalent projection formula in such a manner that atom of the lowest priority is placed vertically downward. These may be drawn by two interchanges between four priority numbers. The first interchange involves the two priority numbers. One is the least priority number and the other is the priority number which is present at the bottom of the plane. So here we can see the least priority number is 4. So we have to interchange the 4 with whom? With the group which is at the bottom of the vertical line, because we have to place this lowest priority group at the bottom of the priority of the vertical line. So 2 and 4 will be interchanged first in this case. But we have to do a second interchange to create the original molecule, that is A. So from A, we are getting B by one interchange between 2 and 4. So initially 2 and 4 like this. After the first interchange, we brought 4 at the bottom of the vertical line and 2 comes here. But a second interchange is needed to create the original molecule. So here what we are doing, second interchange we are doing between 1 and 3. So 1 goes in the top, 3 comes here, and we are getting the original molecule A, because two interchanges create the original molecule. Now in this case we can see 4 is at the bottom of the line. So now we can see the arrangement. So in this case we can see the arrangement is clockwise, and hence the configuration will be named as R. So like in this example, CHO, OH, CH2H and H. We know hydrogen is the least priority in the order. OH is on the first priority order. Then CHO and CH2OH. We know CHO will be second because carbon is directly attached to the oxygen and double bonded oxygen and one hydrogen. Here carbon is attached to two hydrogen and one single bonded OH group. So CHO is second in priority order, and the third one, that is the CH2OH group. So first interchange between 3 and 4, because we have to bring this 4 at the bottom. So we will make the first interchange between 3 and 4. After that, we will do the second interchange between 1 and 2. 1 comes on the top, 2 here. So now we can see how is the arrangement. 1, 2, 3. The arrangement is clockwise, so it can be termed as R. But so this was all about RS nomenclature, but we must keep in our mind that an odd number of interchange of positions of groups on chiral carbon gives same compound. It gives different compound. An even number of interchange of position of groups on chiral carbon gives same compound. So we cannot stop after only one interchange. We always have to do second interchange to get the original compound. Thank you.